Hey, I'm here. I'm here early, y'all. God damn. I made it early. It is 8:59. I ain't late tonight. I hope this is a good sign. Even made that rhyme. Oh yeah. Okay. Just making sure don't got no wall behind me. Okay. We're all in focus. I did not put lashes on because I was told last time by Carol Jean that I look better without them. I don't know if that's true. I just know that my eyes are on the verge of being weepy again, like they was last time. So I just forewent the lashes. Decided that I wasn't going to do them. So it's all right. I mean, I never wore lashes for years before I started doing stuff with drag queens. And then they were like, girl, you better wear some lashes. And then I was like, okay. And then I started wearing them, but they're not very comfortable. And they might look good in some pictures, but usually they just look weird because one of them is always a little wonky or trying to fly away. And anytime anybody's wearing like fake eyelashes and they're like out and about in public, you're like, who are you trying to kid? This is quite obvious. Fake eyelashes is only for the stage, maybe the screen, but mostly just for the stage. This is not like one-on-one person level shit. And I know that this like screen might be better for the fake eyelash look, but let's be real, y'all. I'm not a person with robust lashes naturally. They're always going to look funny on me. So they're cute, but whatever. I ain't got time for that every time. All right, let's see who's in the chat. We got Goog, we got Fuck You, we got Patrick. Hey, family, good to see y'all. Glad y'all are here with me. Yeah, it's June. It's June already, middle of June already. We've already got 2 shows into June. That's the middle of June as far as I'm concerned. And not much has gone on except it got hot here in Texas. It got real hot. Actually got hot like a month ago. So this is the time of year when you're just kind of settling into the hot. You're like, okay, it's going to be hot. It's already been hot. It's bad. It's real bad. And then you just kind of succumb. You just kind of succumb to the heat and just become that summer person in the South that just lives for the moments where you're in the AC and then runs like a little like cockroach from the air conditioned spot to the air conditioned other spot to the other air conditioned spot and then tries to minimize your time out in the heat. Anyway, that's what time it is here in Texas. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm Marcy Cola coming to y'all live here on June 12th, 2024. Already into June of 2024. Can't believe it. It's wild. It's weird. I don't understand anything that happens, but I do understand that I will do this show every Wednesday night until the electricity gets cut off. And so far, I still have a job. Even though I ain't getting the hours I have been promised. And I might need to start rethinking this job, but we'll just put that to the side. We'll just put that to the side. For now, I'm here doing this other job, which is the OraCola. And I do this every Wednesday night. How it works, if you're a looky-loo and you ain't plugged into this whole thing, is you get into the chat. You got to log into your Google account. If you ain't got one, you better get one because otherwise you ain't getting in on this action. Get into the Google chat, log in, then you can get on the chat. Make sure you click the live chat, not the top chat, because that will filter out some folks like Fuck You, who gets filtered out automatically. I think because of their handle, but I don't want to speculate. It could just be because they're from Canada. And, you know, Canada's just on the shit list. Anyway, you get in the chat. And how this whole shebang works is for about an hour, I will sit here and read the oracles for you as guided by the universe. What you will do is to put your question for the universe in all caps into the chat. Put it in all caps so I can see it. I'm blind as a bat, can't see shit. I did put my contacts in today. So I will be needing the readers. I did not think the glasses experiment was the best. It was okay, but I don't like the way that the lights are always in my lenses. So if I do go to a glasses only concept, I might need to rethink the way that I do my lights. So that aside, put your question in all caps in the chat. I will spin the Wheel of Fortunes. I know that ain't Patrick's favorite, but so what? We got one now. We're going to use it until I get tired of it. So I'll spin the wheel. Then the wheel will select the oracle by which I will do your reading. And then we will just keep that going for an hour. Sometimes I'll go off on a tangent. I don't really have much tea tonight. There's too much going on. I can't even decide what tea to put in the pot. It all goes so fast. The news cycle goes so fast. So anyway, we'll see. We'll just see what I say. We'll just see what I say. Usually I say something controversial. And right now I'm having a bit of a hot flash. So I'm just going to try to dissipate that heat. Whew. 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 You never know when a hot flash is going to come up. This is the weird thing about hot flashes. In case y'all don't know, I don't know if there's any ladies out there watching. And by ladies, I mean biological females, because y'all are the ones that are going to get the hot flashes during the menopause. You're fine. You're just going along, doing your thing, and then suddenly, very suddenly, it's like a fever comes upon you, like the most intense fever you ever felt when you were the sickest in your whole life. And this fever just like washes upon you instantly, like it's instant. And then suddenly you're like, oh my God, what is happening? And you're just sweating, like you get red. Everything is hot. You're just hot all of a sudden. And this can go on for a few minutes. And you're just doing anything you can to like try to ventilate, because normally this shit happens when you're at work or you're dealing with some bullshit or you're out with your friends. Like, you don't get to pick the time that it decides to visit you. But the hot flash will come upon you and you're suddenly just like dripping sweat and just like very uncomfortable and just trying to maintain. And then as suddenly as it come up on you, it goes away. And you might even feel a little bit chilled because suddenly you're drenched in sweat, and then the wind does its job and cools your body. So for those of y'all who don't know what that's like, it's just very strange. It's a strange phenomenon. And some people, it really affects their quality of life. For me, it's like a minor inconvenience occasionally, just like my allergies, which are all the time, but I've just gotten used to it. So yeah. That's what I'm having right now. I'm having a bit of a hot flash, but it's okay. I will live. I will live. Okay, let's see. Let's see who else has made it. We got Lava. Hey there, Lava. Good to see you. We got, Lava has the first question. Nice. Very nice. I love it. Tea suggestions from Prance. Hey, Prance. Good to see you. Carol Jean. Oh, you sold the house. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. After that last reading from the Revelation, I was not sure, but I'm glad it worked out. Congratulations. Boop, 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 boop. Pop the cork on the champagne or the sparkling grape juice, whatever you decide to drink. Or just have a nice coffee. Or have a nice tea. Anyway, wonderful. We got Carol Jean, Patrick, Lava. Okay. We got the whole family mostly here in the house. We're gonna get the show started. Oh, Carol Jean, I gotta tell you this. Now, don't be upset because this is bound to happen. But I know that you sent me this glass or this little insulated cup. And it did have my name on it. And it was in sparkly hologram, which I love. But over time, it eventually just washed away. So I finally peeled the last of the little sad letters off and decided that it's just going to be a pink cup. It ain't going to have my name on it. It ain't personal, except that it's personal to me. It's my cup, and I knew where it came from, and I know how special it is. And I will keep using it, even though my name has washed away. So that's all right. No worries. No worries. It was good while it lasted. Okay. Well, before we get to answering any questions, which we already have one, so we got to get on the ball here. We got to do our little ritual. So, this is where I cleanse the space and make the universe know that we're ready for their wisdom and guidance. And the first thing that I like to do is burn the sacred wood. Of course, if you have your own ritual, now's the time to do it. You can do your own thing. You can even just go out and smoke or take a whiz, whatever you decide to do. I didn't even get around to smoking. I was early and I was like, I could either be really late and smoke or just be a little bit early and not smoke. So I chose the latter just for a different flavor. Just for a different flavor. I can always smoke later. So we're going to do this, wave it around. Okay. And then next we like to ring the bell. Let the universe know that we're here and we're ready to receive the wisdom they have to offer. And then we got our pathogen wand, which I might replace permanently with this other thing, but we might still have some battery power in here. Maybe not. Come on. Wake up. Nope. I think she might be dead. I think that, oh, there she goes. She came up. Real, just coaxed her out of her little hidey hole there so that she can give us the pathogen light so the bird flu don't get us or whatever goddamn thing the World Health Organization's twittering on about. We also got this new, my anti-aging wand. So there it goes. And we can do different colors of things. Oh, that one turned it off. Hold up. No, that just does intensity. Oh, sorry. I'm getting used to it. So this is the orange light. This is supposed to help you in some way. I don't know. I'm supposed to rub it over my face. There's also a blue light and a red light, but whatever. Get rid of the age there. And then, oh, there's the red light. There it goes. Maybe you just touch it real quick. And this one does heat. So if you feel it, like you can see there on my hand, there's some heat, and it also makes a noise. It's like, I don't know what that's for. And then it does a blue light too. Ooh, yeah. So it's got like 3 different healing light sources. That's supposed to work. And this one vibrates, but it's not hard enough to actually use as a sex toy, unfortunately. It's not even the right shape. So whatever. This one's new and fun to play with. We'll play with it. We'll play with it. And then we got our Prospera spray. This is for prosperity. Make sure you manifest the good, not the bad. Spray that right over us. Oh, and then finally, last but not least, we got our Florida water chakra anointment. We're going to clean those chakras up so they're nice and spick and span. And yeah, good. We're ready. Okay. Got all that out of the way. And then we're going to move this so I got room to do my shit. Okay. So here we are. Back to Lava's question. Guide me, universe. I need a new hobby, a new something to do, anything new in my life. Help me, OraCola. Help me, universe. Well, this sounds very desperate. First of all, put yourself in a good state of mind. You don't need to be asking questions of the universe when you're feeling anxious because that anxiety is going to actually infiltrate the answer. The universe is going to be like, ooh, they're anxious. Well, I'm going to give them an answer that might feed that anxiety because that's what they want to feel, right? No, we want to be calm. We want to be in a good state of mind when we ask the universe. So take a second. Just let it chill. Let it chill. All right. Wheel of Fortunes comes out. Hey, Wheel of Fortunes. Let's see what we get. Pornacle. Ooh, all right. We got the pornacle, which y'all know means that we got to dive into a book of smut to get the answer. So, first thing I do is bring up the random number. And this is going to be, I did load this early. Yes, I did it right. 755 pages in the pornacle. We're going to generate a number. Page 716. Page 716 here in the pornacle is going to give you your new hobby. Now, this may be a hobby you got to work up to because sometimes the pornacle is a little bit advanced user. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. 716 is, oh, okay. Well, it looks like a dude is smoking and jacking off. So maybe you just need to take up either smoking or jacking off or both. Or maybe possibly drawing, maybe some line drawing, maybe some still lifes. This is definitely somebody who is not ashamed to be doing what they're doing. They're just like, oh yeah, you saw me, you caught me. I don't care. So don't have no shame about whatever hobby you decide to get into. This is a green light to just be yourself and do what you feel like. And don't worry if it don't look good, because this is obviously not a very good drawing. This is kind of like as good as I would do if someone asked me to draw a picture of somebody jacking off and smoking a cigarette in some like seedy hotel with some shitty wallpaper. Like I would do maybe this good. So don't feel bad if you think that you're going to suck at this hobby. Like just go for it. Just fucking go for it. It don't matter if you're good at it or not. What matters is if you're having a good time. And obviously, they're having fun. So just go find something that, even if it's silly, even if it's something you're like, I can't do it. I would never live it down. My friends would make fun of me. No, don't go there. Just whatever secret thing you've always wanted to learn how to do. Let's say, for example, you want to become an astrologer. You want to learn more about astrology. This is just an idea. I'm not saying you should. I'm just throwing it out there as an example. Well, some people might frown on that. Some people might say, well, that's stupid. Why would you waste your money trying to study that or learn about that or sign up for a course for that? Well, if that's what you want to do, then just fucking do it. Just dive in and do it. I feel that there's some resistance on your part about some things that you might want to do, but you're just a little bit weird about it, or you're just kind of like, what will people say if they knew? Well, who cares? Who cares? We're all going to World War III soon anyway, so it don't matter. Don't fucking matter. Sign up for it, get it out of the way. All right. Good luck. Okay. All right. Ice cream. What was ice cream about? I have no idea. I'm trying to get back here on this chat here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. New hobby. Yeah, that's what I said. Well, I mean, a new hobby could be anything as long as you're willing to just dive in and do it. I'm not trying to cast aspersions on you saying that you've already got the hobby of smoking cigarettes and jacking off down. That this is a metaphor, y'all. The universe talks in metaphors, in symbols, and it makes you try to go deeper. You can't just like look at the actual picture and say, well, that's what I should be doing. I mean, maybe, but the chances are that it's a little bit different. You're going to have to like think about it. Think about it. Okay. Oh, you celebrated with ice cream. Well, perfect. I love it. As long as you celebrated with something wonderful that you love. This is what's important. This is what's important. You don't got to always pop a cork. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Okay. Patrick has a question. Will Goog have good luck working with his boss on their upcoming project? Okay. Here we go. Let's find out. What are we going to get? Spin again. Yay, we get to spin again. Tarot. Okay, we got a tarot question here. I don't think we got the tarot out last time, so we got to dust off these cards. And they are pretty dusty, actually. Everything in my house is so dusty. It's embarrassing. I was looking at my collection of rocks just a minute ago when I was moving shit around to do this show, and I was like, ugh, I need to dust them off so bad. It's like to the point where the dust is not just dust. There's like little like layers of dust that are trying to like build up little cities inside the dust. You know how that works, where it's almost like a Tetris of dust is starting to like build up on my rocks. So I better get in there with some kind of thing, dust them off. Just every time I do it, it fucks with my fucking allergies so bad, but whatever. It's the way life goes. Change your filter. The filter don't matter nothing about the dust. The dust just comes in all the time. It's just constantly there. It accumulates. It's dust. It's what dust does. Your filter on your like AC intake, that ain't going to get rid of all the fucking dust coming in. Every time you go in and out of your house, every time you just like walk around like dead skin cells flaking off, all that shit is dust. All that shit is dust. Yeah, it don't collect all the dust, though. It just collects whatever dust goes off in that corner. It ain't bringing all the dust out. I can't believe y'all believe all them air conditioning filter companies telling you to replace that shit all the time. That's a scam. Okay. All right. Here we go. Tarot. Back to the task at hand. Okay. Here we go. Will Goog have good luck working with his boss on their upcoming project? Let's find out. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Now, just don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get too cocky, Goog, but it's going to work out. Here's why. Because you're smart. You're a smart person and you know how to manipulate someone without them knowing it. So if you get in there and you find out that your new boss is an idiot, then I know that you will be smart enough to be able to like manipulate them into doing the thing that is going to work out for you. And whatever that is, I don't know. It may be that you want the project to work out, or you want to like make that project be just a temporary assignment so you can move up to another project. Like there's other ways that it can work, but I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. If nothing else, it'll at least be well lit and possibly a little bit hot. So it could be the air conditioner in the office is not as good. Just putting that out there. All right, here we go. Next question from Carol Jean. Will Patrick and Goog hate me because they are gracious enough to help us move? Oh, of course they won't hate you. They might grumble about it in private, but they ain't going to hate you outright. Let's see what the universe says, though. OraCola's choice. Ooh, All right. Well, we get to do OraCola's choice. So we'll do the digital diviner since that is their special oracle. All right, here we go. Ready? Why not? Well, they might hate you. It depends on how good the incentives are for helping the move. Here's what I say. Just get all their favorites, all the favorite, like, naughty things that they want to eat, all the favorite things that they want to drink. Just make sure they're well taken care of throughout the entire process. Make sure that anybody who is obnoxious or just anybody who is going to get on their nerves is not a part of the move part that they're a part of. Like, I know moving a house, a big old house, probably take a few days, few different rounds. You ain't going to get it done all at once. So just schedule their time so that they got all the best time for them, and then give them all the best snacks. It's really about the snacks. Just splurge on the good snacks. It'll be fine. Okay. Who's next? Goog. Will my doctor... Oh, my doctor told me I need more vitamin D. Was he just hitting on me? Maybe. I don't know. Did you do a blood test? Because if he said it without the blood test, well, I'd be suspicious. But if the blood test was a part of it and you actually tested low, well, you might need to get some more sun. I know that there's a lot of hollering out there about wearing sunscreen in the summer. Yeah, skin cancer, yeah. But you also need to absorb that vitamin D. And if you ain't getting the vitamin D, it's not good for immune system. And you can supplement it, but the best way to get it is by being outside and letting your skin absorb it. And if you're a darker complected person, then you might need to supplement because your skin naturally doesn't absorb as much. It's a crazy thing. Crazy thing how it works. There's actually apps you can download. And since you're a technical person, Goog, I know you can do this, and you might have already done it already. There's apps you can download that will tell you where and when to be outside to get the most benefit, because it's not just about getting the sunlight. No, it has to do with the right angle. Like, there's just a certain amount of time during the day that you can actually get the sun to give you the vitamin D at the correct dose. It's very complex. It's not just about being outside when it's sunny. You have to be outside at the right time because there's a lot of other factors involved. So maybe download that app, but let's see. Let's see what this doctor had to say. Oh, the witch oracle. All right. Well, let's see what the witch has to say about it. The witch might have a different idea about the vitamin D. Okay. All right. This is one of the few oracles I could actually shuffle, even though it's a little bit long for my tiny little T-Rex hands. I can actually get a good on it. Okay. All right. Which witch are we going to get? Let's find out. Which are we going to get? Oh, we got two, actually. Two of them decided to come out. We got Selene and the Morrigan. Okay, so I know Selene is a moon goddess. The Morrigan looks like a grackle to me. So it just wants to steal your food. But let's check out the myths and see what they say. There might be some sun involved, or at least some way to get some vitamin D. I don't know. We're going on a journey, y'all. Okay, so the Morrigan. I know that Selene is the moon. So this is the opposite of the sun. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? God damn it. Come on. Caradwyn, Circe. Didn't we just have Oh, it's with an S. Ha ha! I'm looking at it with a C, thinking it's Celine Dion. No, it's a different one. Okay, S. Celine. Segment. Okay, there she is. Sorry. Celine is a beautiful, powerful, and important goddess who seems to have lost herself in an unnecessary and unhealthy relationship based solely on looks and the memory of happiness. Okay. Moon goddess. Yeah. She's described as actually being the moon. So Celine is the moon. She's the opposite of the sun. The moon ain't going to give you no vitamin D. But what does the Morrigan have to say about it? The Morrigan is a fierce war goddess. There may be battles. She's an enigmatic Irish war goddess, a powerful sorceress and shapeshifter who tells the doom of soldiers and brings defeat or victory as she sees fit. She usually is in the form of a crow. Well, as far as I know, crows are not nocturnal. So you got the moon on one side, you got a crow outside in the sun on the other. The crow is black. Black absorbs all the extra like vitamin D because it gets more sunlight. Now, as far as your boss goes, your doctor or whatever, he might be trying to get in your pants. It's possible. But what's more likely is that he don't know what the fuck he's talking about because most doctors don't. And in general, you can just like pretty much decide whether you got your right vitamin D if you just get that blood test and send it off to a lab. You don't even have to go through your doctor. Just get the test, see if you got enough. If you ain't got enough, well, you can just do what you can to supplement. You don't need no like goddesses to tell you. You don't need no doctors to tell you. You don't need nobody to tell you this. You can figure it out on your own. So the witches are like, well, I mean, you got the tools, you can do it. Make it happen. I don't know if your doctor's hitting on you or not, but hopefully not. That would be awkward. Be so awkward to go to your doctor and they're hitting on you. No good. No good. It's a power relationship. Ugh, gross. Okay. All right. As McConaughey would say. It is 9:32. We're only got about half an hour left here in the show. So if you got a question, put it in the chat. If you don't, well, that's okay too. And if you're a looky-loo and you ain't involved in the chat, all you got to do is log into your Google, aka YouTube, and then you can get involved. Yay. And if you're enjoying the show and you love it, or even if you don't, even if you just kind of like it, just hit that like button. Very easy. That little thumbs up, hit that. If you hit the thumbs down, well, I ain't going to complain, but you got that option too. And then tell your friends, tell everybody about it. Share a small reel if you think this is worth somebody's time. If you think they might enjoy it. It's all about spreading the word naturally because otherwise nobody's going to see this shit because we're going to be shadow banned on YouTube forever because I talk about the things YouTube don't like. All right. Got that out of the way. What do we got? A little tissue. Some like mustache sweat going. I tell y'all, other things I'm discovering as I'm getting older. The peach fuzz on your face actually intensifies. It's strange. I never noticed it as much before. But now that I'm older, I've noticed that it's a little bit more fuzzy in certain spots. And I ain't to the point where I want to shave nothing off. No, I ain't crazy like that because I honestly don't care. But it's just something that I've noticed. And it's just weird. It's weird how as you age, certain spots get less hair and other spots get more hair. It's a weird quirk. Patrick has a question. Will they try to shoehorn in Gavin Newsom to the presidency? I have wondered this myself. see, it is one of them things that's been speculated for more than a couple of years. So it's possible that they're just floating it out there to see what the unofficial poll is like. As in, the AI is mining all of our data to see how often we actually discuss Gavin Newsom and president. Because I think that's how it works, y'all. I mean, the AI has gotten so good, the algorithm has gotten so good at just knowing that what we look at or watch or even search or even just glance at for more than a second while we're scrolling our feed. Like, it's that good. Like, it can decide that you spent a millisecond more on this post than the one that you scrolled past before, and then start aiming to give you more of the content closer to the one that you looked at just a fraction of a second longer. So I don't know. I don't know what the man has in store. I do know that there's no fucking way that they can win with Biden. There's no way. The man has to know this. And he's so old that if he just fucking suddenly dropped dead suddenly and just died, they wouldn't even have to take him out. They could just like have him die. And then people would believe it because he's that old. He's that old and that checked out. So I don't know. I don't know if Gavin's going to be the one. There's so much Twitter and talk and just like about the fact that we might not have an election. And I know that's shocking for some people. I know that's very shocking, but it ain't happened in my lifetime. I don't know if it's ever happened. I have to look back in history. Was there ever a time when the American election for presidency was postponed? Possibly. Maybe around the Civil War. I don't know. Have we always maintained this every 4 years? Surely in the beginning there were some strange anomalies. Had to be. You don't get it right off the bat every time. Perfect. There's got to be like probably 50 years of crazy shit going on before they figured it out. But I don't know. I wouldn't vote for him. That's all I'm saying. But let's see what the universe has to say. Ooh, digital diviner. Okay, we got another digital diviner here. Now remember the first one I picked, so this one is not a repeat necessarily. Gavin Newsom. Do they think they can get him in? Why not? Yeah, I mean, he's just as good as any old other puppet they got up in their arsenal. Honestly, he's probably a front runner just because he's a governor in California and he's gotten some name recognition. Now, I don't know that it's all positive because of things that happened, but possibly just because he's a little bit more handsome than some of the other people and he's a little bit younger. Maybe. I really don't know. I can't believe that they would try to run Biden for real. I feel like there's a shoe about to drop. Something's going to happen. And I don't know who the actual person they come up with next is going to be. I feel like every front runner that they've put out in the media as like a trial is tainted horribly. And just not good. Like, nobody's talking about these people as viable alternatives in the media at all. They're just thrown in as the sacrificial lamb who's going to take over. It definitely ain't going to be Kamala. Nobody likes her. So I don't know. There's maybe some rookie kind of congressperson that's been bubbling up under the radar a little bit that they'll thrust out into the spotlight, and they got a squeaky clean past, and they can get through all the crap just enough to get to the election. But nobody's going to vote for them. I mean, nobody is. I really feel like we're on the trajectory of no election. This is my opinion. It's not a fact. It's my opinion. And if the election does happen, well, I think we all know what's going to happen. I think we all know. So, I don't know. Could be Gavin, could be some other person, but shit's going to go down. Y'all buckle in. Shit is going to go down between now and November. It is inevitable. We got off the Saudi Arabia petrodollar thing has ended. We ain't even begun to felt the effects of that shit yet. And some people are like, no, it's going to be fine. And then other people are like, the sky's falling. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Everything we see in the media is fake. Everything we see is propaganda. So I don't know. I'm literally just living my life moment to moment, hoping I get enough hours to pay my goddamn rent. That's where I'm at. Okay, Prance is a question. Will Tulsi Gabbard be the next VP so she can bring the Dems over? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about Tulsi. I have a suspicion about people who are suddenly the it person. And yeah, we'll see. Tarot is the oracle. So let's find out what the universe says about Tulsi Gabbard. I know there's a lot of folks who like her and who think that she has good things to say. There's other folks who have criticisms. I think that any person who is in that space who has the ear of more than 5 podcasters is possibly a viable candidate just because they've reached that many ears. But she's nowhere on the mainstream media. They ain't down with that shit. So the man is not down with her for sure. Okay. Tulsi, oh my goodness. Well, we got the sun again. Now, I don't know if this is good for her or if it's going to be good for the Dems or I'm just not down with the labels of Democrat, Republican, whatever. I'm not down with that. This is puppetry. It's all the man behind the two sides. I don't know how Tulsi plays into this. She's been involved for a while. So obviously she has played the game enough to possibly be compromised. Now, is she going to be a good puppet or a bad puppet? I don't know. Depends on Tulsi. I think anybody who was actually like smart and didn't actually have a kind of a sociopathic personality, they would be nowhere near politics. You cannot be in politics and not be some kind of narcissist or sociopath. It's just not, that's not the thing for you. Ugh. I hate this cough. I hate it. Came back from my vacation with a sickness, not the bird flu, just some regular old sickness. And it's just this little cough is just bothering me. Anyway, back to Tulsi. I know lots of people like her and think that she is the savior, the answer, but I'm always suspicious about people who just seem to squeaky clean. And I'm not saying she's squeaky clean. I'm just saying, I have a feeling this is not all it's cracked up to be. So the sun came out, maybe Tulsi can divide and conquer in a different way that will lead to more unity. But I don't know. Okay. There we go. Let's see. We got you put Michelle Obama. Yeah, Michelle Obama would be the obvious choice if they wanted to have a slam dunk runaway winner. If they I think the Democratic convention's in August. So this is after the Republican convention. What is that? The Republican convention's in July, I think, and then the Democratic one's in August. So they got the advantage. They already know who's been nominated, probably Trump, for the Republican nomination. And then they got time to kind of like do their polls and do their little secret machinations and see if, Biden's still alive by then and if he's polling well. Of course, they're going to try to run Biden, but like I said, I feel like he might just die of old age uh between now and then. And then as far as the Democrats, they got all summer to figure it out. They got all summer to audition people. I think they're auditioning people constantly. They're desperate to find somebody who would win over Trump. And at this point, they've martyred Trump enough that people are just like throwing their hat in just because they're saying, like, fuck you. Trump is the fuck you vote at this point. He was kind of before, but now he's definitely the fuck you vote. For people who vote, I think most of the people who support Trump actually don't make it to the polls, to be honest. I'm just pretty sure that ain't happening just because I know a lot of them people and they don't go vote. They just don't fucking vote. Anyway, I don't know. Who knows? It's like I said, it's all coming down. It's all crazy. We're all just trying to vibrate out of the 3D timeline into the nicer 5D timeline just because that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to do that. So, all right. Let's see. Who else had a question? Oh, we got a new person here. What is this? Mellow. I can't even read this. I'm going to have to put on my glasses here. Mellow Brinkley. Oh, is anthropology the right major for me? Okay. Well, hello, Zymello, or I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce your name, but let's see what the Oracle has to say. First off, digital diviner. That's the third time for this one. Now, Dick Wood, let me tell you, if you're a newbie here, Dick Wood doesn't always give you the answer you want to hear just because he's influenced by the magic hate ball, Karen. But sometimes he does. So is anthropology the correct major? Let's find out. Ask again. Okay. Concentrate. Just like concentrate. Think real hard about it. Is anthropology the right major for you? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. And here's why I think the universe has put this answer out. It could be the right answer for you if you're actually going to go into the field and you desire to be poor the rest of your life. Or if you're using it as a stepping stone, like foundational degree, to go into some other graduate degree that will offer you a chance to do something that actually makes some money. But as far as I know, every person I know who has an anthropology degree, poor as fuck. Poor as fuck. So yeah, you could do it. You just have to just resign yourself to working as a waitress on the side for the rest of your life, or a waiter, or whatever. It's about choices. What do you want to do in life? Do you want to just study anthropology? Because you can't just do that. You only get to study that when you're in school. You could do it on your own on the side without going to school, but you won't have the credential. So if you want to go out and like work on in the field and do like grants and internships and all that shit, which you need money to do because you got to still pay your way while you're doing all that crap. Yeah, sure. If you got the money, do it. And if you don't, well, anthropology, unless you're really called to it as a passion, it might not be the best choice. It might be better to consider another degree or just drop out of school altogether, which is what I advise. I don't ever advise anybody to go to school ever. Beyond the usual reading, writing, arithmetic, once you get that shit down, get the fuck out of school if you ain't into school. If you love school, well, you got to decide, is the cost benefit analysis there? Am I getting more out of it than I'm putting in? And you're putting in so much money at this point. And sometimes you're not getting out very much. You might be getting out some ideology that you don't agree with. This is how it works with higher education. It's very political. So you just might need to do some soul searching. It could be good for you or it could be bad. But regardless, it's all part of the journey, right? We're all doing this just for fun because we're just little points of light of consciousness living in a flesh bag. That's how it works. That's how it works. If you don't think that's true, then you are lying to yourself. And there is the whole philosophy of the OraCola right there in that little ditty. Okay, let's see. Good luck, and I hope that works out for you, whatever you decide to do. And if you decide to change your major, that's fine. Just change it to something that actually might get you a job when you graduate. That's all I've got to say. La, 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 la. Fuck you says pick the job you want, then get the training you need to get it. Yes, this is a good idea. Honestly, if I could do it again, which I did not go to no college or nothing, I just kind of like floated through life doing this and that, which I'm still doing. But if I had it all to do again and I had the means to go get an education, I would sign up for some kind of trade school, because I tell you what, electricians make a lot of money. Plumbers make a lot of money. Welders make a lot of fucking money. If you're good at one of them jobs, then honey, you can write your ticket. You can write your ticket. And I just didn't have the resources or the wherewithal or the brain to like just know this when I was a young person. And then when I was younger, they didn't actually funnel young women into those kind of fields anyway. So it's a different kind of thing when you're a young woman and you get options. You have to actually go for one of them man fields with all your guts and just like claw your way into it and hopefully be a little bit butch so that you can kind of like blend in on the work crew. Because otherwise, if you don't blend in as kind of a butch woman and nobody wants to fuck you, well, then you're just like a woman everybody wants to fuck. And that's also a problem. I ain't saying it's a perfect thing, but I'm just telling you that there's options in the fields of manual labor and skills that might be a good choice just for financial security. Plants. Oh, like landscaping. Yeah, you could do that. Wear long sleeves, though, and a big hat, because otherwise you got to worry about the sunscreen and then the sunburns and then the goddamn cancer. Okay. All right. It's 9:52. Wow, this whole hour has just flown by. Maybe me not smoking made the time go faster. I don't know. But yeah, we got just a few more minutes here left in the show. I ain't done no tea because, well, I just been doing tea this whole time. This whole goddamn time I've been doing the tea. So if you got a question, put it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to scroll back up, make sure I didn't miss nobody. Let's see what's going on. No, I think I got them all. Okay. All right. Well. What time is it? What, 9:53? Oh, 7 minutes. 7 whole minutes. Damn. Okay. Let me do this last tea. I need to redo the teapot. I got this one. It's been in here for a while. All this hair just flew out of there. Gross. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Protesting. I'm sure I've ranted about this before, but this is an official tea rant. Here's a hot secret, a hot take. Protesting don't work. Protesting is just a hobby. Protesting is just a feel-good exercise to give you an adrenaline bump to make you think you've done a goddamn thing when you ain't done shit except go out and get a sunburn and get sweaty. This is what protesting is. You know why protesting don't work? Because the system is rigged. The system is goddamn rigged from top to bottom, left to right, all around, up in the taint. All the shit is rigged. And there's no way that a little person or even a few thousand little people marching in the streets going rah, 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 or whatever is going to change a goddamn thing. No, protesting don't work. Protesting is just there to make you feel good in the moment. It's there to make you feel like you did something. That's all. That's all it is. And the man knows this. The man allows protests because he enjoys watching them. He gets a kick. He gets a little kick, a little thrill out of you just like banging your tiny little fists against his walls. He's like, oh, look how cute they are. They're out there protesting. They're so cute. He don't care about what you're yelling about. He don't give two shits because he's already thinking like 5 steps ahead of you. The thing you're protesting probably has already been planned to be obsolete in 10 years because he's already planned it because the man plays the long game. So here's what you should do instead of protesting. If you actually want to make a difference, if you care, if you want to make a difference, go one-on-one. Go one-on-one. Go and actually volunteer at the food bank or at the place where they're building the houses for the poor people or at the park where they're just trying to like fix up the landscaping, pick up the trash. Like these are simple things that you can do. They're not as glamorous. You don't get to make a sign. You don't get to like wear a special outfit. You don't get to march down the street yelling and going, you don't get to do that. It's not performative. It's quiet labor. This is how we actually affect change through the quiet little things that we do every day that just makes the man have a little bit harder time. Right? Right. This is what we want to do. We just want to slowly just be like that burr in the saddle of the man. And how you do that is by just going out and making a positive change in spite of him. So instead of protesting, instead of spending all your time doing that shit, if that's what you feel called to do, no, reassess. Reassess, it's a dead end. It will not lead to any positive, permanent change. It might make you feel good in the moment, but it ain't actually going to help nothing. So go about your life doing good for yourself, doing good for your neighbors, and not drawing attention to it. Nobody needs to see your good works. They don't fucking care. They just care that the results happen. And you'll get your reward in karma or whatever higher power you believe in. I believe that what goes around comes around. And if you spend your good time actually doing good things, eventually some good things will come back to you. But protesting is not a good thing. Protesting is just a waste of time. It is. Y'all, it is. Listen to me. I've been doing protests when I was younger. I went to a few. I thought it made a difference sometimes. And then usually quietly in the middle of the night, the politicians would vote in the thing I was protesting against the whole time. And then it was just like, why? Why did I do this? Why did I have to pay $20 for a bottle of water at the corner store? Because I was dying of thirst because I was out protesting and didn't prepare. See how it goes? It's how everything goes. So yeah, just try to like keep a focus on your smaller world. Focus on the people around you, the people you interact with every day, the people that are in your circle, in your sphere. Be kind, be good, do well, help when you can. This is the best form of protest. Living the best life that you can. Because if you're out there yelling in the street, the man just knows who you are, and you're a target. Okay. Prance has a question. Last question probably for the night. Will my dog die in the next year? Oh my God, that's a horrible thing to ask. Why would you ask such a thing? I don't know if your dog's old or young, but well, let's see what the oracle has to say about it. That was kind of like a one I wasn't expecting. Okay, here we go. Did you see the protesters stop the rainbow parade? Oh yeah, I did hear about this. There was apparently some dueling protests, and one of them had to back down. I don't know. I don't know. If I was at a protest and there was another protest that was coming along on the same street and then they demanded the right of way, I don't know how I'd handle that. I might just have to duck out to the bar and just watch the proceedings because I ain't that invested. Okay. Here we go. Let's oracle for the last question of the night, y'all. Will Prance's dog die in the next year? I know that's very morbid to end the night on, but whatever. We're about to go on to World War III and the election's about to be canceled. So whatever. Whatever. Dog's probably better off dead anyway. Here we go. What do we got? This is the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so this is Alice in Wonderland. I don't know that there was actually a dog involved in Alice in Wonderland. I remember other animals, but not the dog. So you might need to read this, but I don't think the dog is going to die just because there's no dog central in the story. It ain't like The Wizard of Oz where Toto is like a big part of it. I just think that you need to think, maybe examine why you asked that question. Do you want your dog to die? And why? And if you don't want your dog to die, why would you ask such a horrible question? Why? We don't want to manifest that shit. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. All right, y'all. Well, it has been an hour, and I will have to bid y'all adieu. But I have had a lovely time, as I always do here on Wednesday nights with y'all, the family, here on the OraCola. Like I said earlier, like the show, comment on the show, like the old shows, comment on the old shows, watch the old shows, send them to your friends. There's all kind of ways you could help the show. I ain't got no ad revenue on this shit. Probably never will because I'm that obscure. But I do love hanging out with y'all every Wednesday, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. And we'll just see how much the world burns in the next few days, and we'll reconvene here on Wednesday and see how we feel about it. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. I love y'all. Bye.